Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
Keep playing hard.
Wait, set. 380. 56. Man out, man out, man out. Man out. Right to the head. Right to the head.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Go Bandit.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get 11. 25, check 25. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. He's checking. 11. 21.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. 180!
Check 45 to Mike. Hey, here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
What we got?
Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut.
45, Mike, 45. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, orbit.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Credit the sack to Vita Vea. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check. 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 Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tackles. Bravo. 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the pass. Shadow. 54, right there. Go. Go. Go, go, go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. 54. Mike, 54. Oh, yeah, I'm close. 50. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53 now.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 53 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
White. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You. Hey, Charlie. 45, Mike, 45.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch gears. Slam. Check 26. Check. Crouch. 6 guys.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down, San Francisco.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check 31. 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
SOS. Ozzy. Buzz.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Hey, Haywood. Watch the screen. Where's 52? Watch 52. 72. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. New Mike 52. Mike 52. 450.
Operating from the gun. Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing
Here we go.
may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, 7.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have. Dialed up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 4. Alert flag. Jet 1, Omaha.
They will run again with Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Rip 21. Hey, wahoo!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
54. Here we go, D. Hey, exit.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Alert! 55. Check it.
From the gun, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 53 Linda! No, check that, check that. We want Mike 52. Hey, Delta.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Check it.
5-2.
Come on. You better bring it.
52 is the Mike.
Rip.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Is that right, Eddie? 52.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
72.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Coming, baby.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 52.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Regular.
52's the Mike. Check. 52's the Mike.
In the face.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
When he hits.
To throw again. Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, set. 380. Alert.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Nice, sweetheart.
Check it, reload.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
21.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
49er first down.
Here we go. 180! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me!
On first down, Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3. 12. Hey, check my... Hey, gun. Oh, here we go. Oh, 45.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The 20. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Buccaneers 7. Robbie Gould, the kickoff for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it's Miller. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, orbit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10.
Motion, bump.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Coming to you. Check three. 60, hey, Alabama.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Record. Check. Motion to the backfield.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the backer. Mike 56.
Check it, reload.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
72.
Now they'll throw with Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Alpha. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Alert. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Man.
Easy.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Hey, watch the screen.
Go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D. Hey, 66. Mike's 5-4.
Watch the slot.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54. No.
Hey, go 66.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Wait, it hit.
From the gun, it's Brady. Gonna air it out deep for Grunt. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 56 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 45. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Cut.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Here we go. 11. Go ahead.
On first down, Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 28.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
First down, 49ers.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. I don't think this will even hit. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hold 50. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Haywood. 54. Mike 54.
Coming. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Ozzy. Ozzy. Mike 54. Mike 54. Regular.
Now Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Go Bandit. Hey, high 7. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, watch that. Hey.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Back and go full strip. Slam. 72. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, wahoo. Pass. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the run. Sugar.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Motion. Let's go up. No, 66. 72.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Come on, QB, come on. Sugar. Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alpha.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Zoo.
You ain't got nothing.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go.
54 is Mike, 53
Linda.
54, watch 54.
Shadow.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Clock.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
21.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Taking it about the 16. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.